this Nuiteq Snowflake video, we're going to look at creating polls. When you're logged in, you can go to the Create button and poll to create a new poll. I find polls are great for that quick feedback and to engage students within your lessons. What's great is here within Nuiteq Snowflake, you can create these polls ahead of time and have them ready to use with your students, whether that's on your panel or with their individual devices. And so once you come here, as you can see, it kind of sets it up as very easy and kind of walks you through the options. So enter your poll name. So maybe we can call this, we'll just use the same thing, even and odd check. And so maybe I'm just going to check on my students' understanding of odd and even numbers. And so you have your options here. I do love that when students are connected to their devices that they can see those questions as well. So I'm going to keep that checked on. And then show student name when downloading the results. So that would be, as that you can see that says protect the privacy. They will only be shown in your downloaded. So I'm okay with that because that doesn't mean that students are going to see that on their devices or on the whole screen only when I download the results. So I'll make sure I do that at a confidential time. I want their names. You can choose a background. And so as you can see, you can use their normal Nuiteq Snowflake template. You can browse your computer if you have an image or do an online image search right from here. So maybe I want, let's see if they have any good math appropriate. There we go. Those are some kind of cool. So maybe I like these math digits. Let's see how that one looks. That's kind of neat. And so as you can see, you can pull those in and get as creative as you want or keep it that plain template. You can choose the font. So I might choose something a little bit easier for my students to read as well. There we go. And then I'm ready to go ahead and ask a question. So you can add as many questions as you want. And so the first one, you have your question here, but I like to first think about, well, what type of question do I want? So here are your options. You have yes or no, like true or false, kind of. Multiple choice if you want to put multiple options in, like A, B, C, and D. Text if you want them to just do a kind of a short phrase or sentence to explain their thinking. They can insert an image. So from their device, they could put a picture of something in. They could also have text with image or draw, which is really cool right from here. So maybe for the first one, let me show you an example of a yes or no. And so maybe I could say something like, is 2 I'll make it big, even number? And then they have to say yes or no. And then as you can see, the answers are right here for me. I can also have a different background if I want. I can also have time limits. Maybe I do want all my kids to answer within 20 seconds to see if they have that true understanding. And my answer is yes. So I'm just going to click that one. As you can see, you can also take off options as well. And when I'm done with that question, I go to done and it takes me back and I can see that question. I'm ready to add another question, I think. So let me think about what type. Maybe I want just a short answer text this time. Please tell me an odd number. So maybe I just want the kids, I'm going to give them 30 seconds to tell me any odd number. And there it is. Maybe I want to add another question. And I'm going to this time say draw. I like this one. And so please draw at least, let's see, I'm going to say 3 even numbers. Maybe I want them to draw 3 even numbers or digits out there. And I can, same thing, I give them a time limit. Maybe I'm going to give them 30 seconds for this one. And I don't want to have any types of backgrounds. But this would be cool if you did have, and maybe like in math, you needed to put maybe line, or in literacy, some lined paper for your students as the background to help support them. Or you could put for math, maybe a grid in or coordinate graphing that paper as well. So that would be awesome to use as well. And so I'm just going to have those 3 questions. So very basic, as you can see, easy to use. You can still edit, delete them, move them around. Maybe I first want them to give me their understanding before I give them some. And so maybe I can drag and drop and do the draw first. And when I'm ready, as you see, here's your options. If at the end where you can hide the questions, if you can kind of block bad words and export your data. And maybe when I'm ready, so this is also how I run it. I can click the start button. As you can see, students can join by using this URL. So I could post this maybe in my Google Classroom or Seesaw for them. And all it asks is for their first name to join. Or if they have a device where they can scan these QR codes, I could put this up there on the panel and let them scan, and we can all get started right then. It takes them right here to put their name in. So once I'm ready, it is important that over here, as a teacher, I have to control this. And so as I pull it up, then you can start from here and go ahead and get started with those. This is going to be a later video, so I won't dig too deep. Within here, all I wanted to show you is how to actually create questions for these. And I look forward to you joining me with the future video on how to now run this poll on your panel. Thank you so much for watching.